Dave Flint's Northeastern Huskies closed the program's best season in NCAA play. The team's 28 wins is a program record, as were its 20 wins in Hockey East play earlier this season. Huskies' second place finish in Hockey East was its top conference finish since the 2011-12 season. Senior Kendall Coyne led the nation in scoring for most of the season, scored her nation-leading 50th goal today, and is Northeastern's fourth top three finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Award, which will be presented next Saturday. She's set numerous program records, including points, goals, and will close her career in the NCAA's career top 10 for scoring. Coach Flint, if you could start with an opening statement, then we'll take questions for Kendall. Once there are no more further, we'll turn it back to Coach.
Yeah, today, obviously not the outcome we wanted, but, playing against the top team in the country, and, they have a lot of weapons, and they'll make you pay. And, I felt like we competed right to the end, and that's one thing we've done all year long. Win or lose, we've always battled to the end. So, happy that we got here. Obviously disappointed with the outcome, but credit to BC. They're a fantastic team, and I haven't seen a better team in the NCAA.
Questions for Kendall?
Can I just talk a little bit about how much playing for Northeastern and what aspirations has meant to you?
Yeah, it's obviously been a tremendous honor, and being from the Midwest, there's a lot of kids who are pretty unsure of what goes on out here. So it's been an eye-opening experience coming out east, playing for a league like Hockey East. I mean, we played BC, BU last 5-10 games. I don't even know. So yeah, it's been a tremendous honor, and just to see this program grow, and it wouldn't be possible without Coach Flint and just the players that have been coming in. So it's been an honor, and there's only one team who doesn't end their season with a loss. So it's tough to swallow, but I'm so blessed for the opportunity I've had here the last 4 or 5 years.
Just going off of that point, you have some young line mates, and Northeastern has the best season ever. So what are you looking forward to as an alumni of this program?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the future, and obviously there were some tears shed, and people are saying we're gonna miss you. I'm like, hey, you're gonna be stuck with my sister, so the next 4 years, so you're not gonna miss me too much. And but it's I'm excited for the future, and I mean we got an unbelievable freshman goalie who's just gonna continue to lead, and I mean I'm excited to watch from a distance, and hopefully it's not too far away.
Kendall, you've set marks here. You've hung banners. First ever triple here for Northeastern. What was that like for you, such a big part of history for Northeastern?
Yeah, it was a tremendous honor. Like I said before, it was a goal we set at the beginning of the year. It was to make it to the NCAAs, but my message to the team was we accomplished this goal, but I hope they shoot to play another week next year. And it was an honor to play another week of hockey. We earned it, and I just hope they continue to push and play another week next year.
Kendall, when you were leaving the ice today, you made a point of shaking hands with all 4 referees, all 4 officials. What was going through your head? Were you taking it all in?
To be honest, I was trying not to, so I didn't lose it. But obviously the refs are a part of the game, so they deserve a handshake after every game, and I make a point to do that after every game. And but yeah, it was definitely tough to leave the ice, but I think it was more emotional the last time I left Matthews, because that's a place I like to call home, home away from home. But so yeah, I mean it was difficult, but you walk into the locker room with 23 special teammates, so it kind of takes over your head.
Anything else for Kendall?
Just a quick comment on your rivalry with Carpenter since the last time you played against her. You're playing with her a lot. What have these 4 years meant playing against another fellow star?
Yeah, she's a tremendous player, and it's I wouldn't really call it a rivalry because in 2 weeks we'll be teammates. So I respect her as a player, as a person, and there's other people on this BC roster that will be representing their country along with myself in the next 2 weeks. So it's a tremendous honor every time we play against them, and I look forward to watching them the next week and in New Hampshire.
Thanks.
You've been able to have your family, your parents, and your sister, and then Mike able to show up for today. How has that affected your experience here at the end?
Yeah, I mean, my parents, they weren't obviously here today, but I know they were watching from a distance, back home in Chicago with a lot of people. But, yeah, I mean, my family's been, a support along the way, and it wouldn't be possible without them. And, it's also, with my family far away from home, it means a lot to have someone like Coach Flint, because he treats us as people, not hockey players, and that's the one thing that really has kept me going for the last 5 years, is knowing I have him along the way when my family is back home in Chicago. Yep.
Kendall, thank you.
Yep.
Question for Dave Flint?
Coach, obviously a tough way to end the season, but just hearing her answers, you're losing a senior leader, but a lot to look forward into. What's your takeaway seeing Kendall the way she is?
Yeah, she'll obviously be missed. She's been a big part of our success in putting Northeastern back on the map. I like the kids that we have, the core group that's going to be returning. We lose 3 seniors, obviously, arguably the best player in the country. So I don't know if we can ever replace that. The thing I like about Kendall is she's created a culture in our program that I think is going to be there for a long time. And that's, it's so important to create that culture, to have a winning program. And, there were years early on where we had some pretty good teams, but we just didn't have that chemistry in the locker room. And she's worked really hard along with our other seniors and our captains this year to create that. And I think if you ask her about all the goals, all the records she broke and everything, I think she's more proud of what she's created in the locker room, and that's a big thing for me.
Coach, what do you think was the winning selling point in bringing her to Northeastern?
I'd like to say it was my personality, but probably not. I think Northeastern, I knew she wanted to be in Boston. I kind of took a hands-off approach with her with recruiting and let her go through the process. She had a lot of coaches just hounding her, and that's not always my style. And I could tell she needed to go through this process herself. We made sure when she did her official visit, she had a good visit, and she felt like part of the team. And, she could have gone anywhere. And ultimately, I think it came down to us, Minnesota, and Cornell. And, thankfully for me and for Northeastern, she chose us.
Northeastern has a history of greatness, but then went through a tough period right before you joined the program. How does it feel to get to this point from the low beginnings you had? What's next for you?
Yeah, I look back. I can't believe it's been 8 years, but when I walked into the program, it was in some serious turmoil, and the they weren't performing very well. And I had set goals, and NCAA's is one. Beanpot championships, those were goals. And it's taken a while, but it feels good. I mean, it's been a lot of hard work to get this program where I want us to be, and I still think there's more room for us to grow. And I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and I think moving forward, there's a lot of good things on the horizon for Northeastern women's hockey.
Dave, can you talk a little bit about your PK unit today, and also one player that I thought stood out for you guys today was number 37?
Yeah. So penalty kill was a focus this week. And we took a different approach than last time. Last game we gave up 3 goals on their power play. Today I thought we did a really good job. I thought we took too many penalties. We had talked about trying to stay out of the penalty box because their power play is so good. I felt like we did a really good job of killing it today. We were a little more passive. We were clogging things up, and we were just relying on Bogalski to stop shots from the outside. As far as Anderson, she played great, and as a freshman, she's had games where she's been really good, and then she's had games where she's been off, and that's typical for freshmen. But for her to step up in this situation as a freshman, it was really, really good to see.
Any other questions?
Coach, what was it about this BC team all season that
they get so many weapons and so many ways to beat you. The first time we played them this year, we lose 4-2 with an empty netter. We kept Carpenter and Skarupa off the score sheet. I think that might be the first time ever in their 4 years that happens, and we still lose. Their third line beats us. So, they come at you, and they come at you hard, and they're relentless. And you make mistakes, they make you pay. And like I said earlier in the press conference, I haven't seen an NCAA team as good as they are.
Pavelski had that goal that you probably want back to start the game, and a couple others you probably want back. As a goalie yourself, what are you going to say to her on that bus back in that case?
Yeah, I'm proud of her. It's a tough spot for a freshman, especially against BC. I think she'll wish she had that one back. But she made some big saves. She could have gone into a shell there, and then I remember a little later in the period when they were on the power play, that puck came off the boards and had a wide open net, and she came out of nowhere and made that huge save. So I like how she bounced back from that, and those are things that are important. But as a freshman, she did a great job in a pressure situation, and she had a great year for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.